bold, resilient, and kind. My Padre Pio necklace, because I was named after him. Strawberry red bean mochi, because it takes me to one of my favorite places, Japan. And my tanning oil, because it takes me to my happy place, the beach. Local, I'm a Sharonian. So I must admit, I think I watched all her movies when I was a child. For international, I would say Gwyneth Paltrow. She's my style icon and such a true visionary, unabashedly bold with the brand she has created, which is Goop. My favorite quote is from the book The Secret, which is all about positive manifestation. And it goes something like this: what you think, you create. What you feel, you attract. And what you imagine, you become. Favorite go-to food would definitely be steak and salad or Japanese food. And for cocktail, absolutely a lychee martini. Definitely a teacher. That's another tough one because I love watching movies, but if I had to choose just one movie, it would have to be Contact. On the surface, it's a science fiction movie, but it's really more deeply profound than that because it's ultimately a film about faith, hope, and love. Eating out with my foodie daughter Ali, tennis with my son Josh, and Sunday morning back rides with my husband Jamir. I would say the number one goal right now outside of work would definitely be focusing on my health and wellness. I think if you nourish and nurture your body, this will automatically result in a sound mind, heart, and spirit. The ultimate stress reliever for me would be giving belly rubs to my fur grandson, Roger. I think our fur babies are the epitome of unconditional love. What excites me most is really the opportunity to create a challenger brand. You know, CIBI is a company that's really just been through a lot, but I feel that all the ingredients at this point in time are there. The foundations have been set, so it's time to run, execute, and deliver. To be very honest, I start my day by reviewing my schedule for the day, and I try to say a little prayer. I give thanks and also request for strength and discernment so that I can inspire and motivate the people around me. When it comes to prioritization, I like to structure between run and grow. So 50% of my time is spent on run or focusing on tasks which will allow us to achieve our goals for the short term. And then the other half is spent on grow, and that means planting seeds for our future. I also believe that you have to be very deliberate and thoughtful about things that you say yes to. Sometimes saying yes to just the things that matter will allow you to accomplish more. I'm a staunch advocate for work-life balance, and personally, I adopt a lioness approach. So that basically means sprint, rest, and repeat. I think it's very important for all of us to have creative pursuits outside of work and to really change the pace, the space, and the context of things. We all have to learn to switch off to create space for an uncluttered mind. I think the best part of being a CEO is really, again, the opportunity to inspire, to educate, and to influence. And when it comes to the worst part, I must admit, it's firing and letting go of people. One thing I've learned about being a CEO is that it's not all about joyful and happy days. There are days which are difficult, painful, hard, and confusing. But at the end of the day, if you want to achieve something great, you must realize that it never comes easy. When I was younger, success was all about achievement. But now that I've grown older, success is all about creating a positive impact. So personally, it's creating a positive impact and a difference with my family and my friends. And professionally, it's creating a positive impact with my company, my industry, and my country. I think success is also about embracing failures. Throughout my journey, I've had several failures, I must admit, but ultimately, it's all about embracing adversity and coupling it with grit and grace. I said yes because I simply couldn't say no and back down from the challenge being presented to me. And as I embark on this new chapter of my life, I truly feel that I'm being presented an opportunity to build and create something great. I think my work ethic can best be described as no nonsense, work hard, play hard, and stay hungry, stay foolish. I think my leadership style was influenced by two female bosses I've had. One was really fiery and fierce, and the other was the total opposite. She was an ice queen, very stoic, unemotional. So I think I've coupled both their styles, and my leadership can also be described as passion coupled with pragmatism. When I have to make a challenging decision, first thing I do is listen and try to solicit a variety of opinions. I then digest, reflect, and then pray for discernment, after which I make a decision, knowing fully well that I will be accountable and responsible regardless of the outcome. I think the biggest challenge we are faced with now is how to revitalize CIBI being a legacy brand. CIBI is a company with a long, rich history. And in fact, some people still think that we are simply a PI business. Given all the new offerings, the challenge we have is really communicating our new value proposition and really supporting it with concrete and tangible reasons to believe. I really want to create a culture where our employees are unafraid to speak up and challenge the status quo, always maintaining respect. I think the role of the manager is also very important. So I do want to indulge our managers with more training so that they can constantly communicate with their staff. I think that's crucial in terms of creating a safe space, a space which is built on trust. To foster innovation, I believe in two steps. Number one, we should encourage curiosity. I feel there is no such thing as a stupid question. Number two, I also want to cultivate Kaizen mindset. A Kaizen mindset is actually a Japanese philosophy which encourages continuous improvement. So let's always ask ourselves, how can this be better? I personally like to conduct skip-level meetings where I really make the time to reach out and listen to my employees. I also have an open door policy. So if you have something urgent, whether it's a concern, an issue, or just a bright idea, you don't really have to book a meeting. Just see if I'm not busy, knock on my door, and come into my room. I think it's very important that as a manager, I convey very clear deliverables and goals. My role as a CEO is also to remove roadblocks and to create opportunities. And finally, creating a culture that is driven, committed, focused on results, but also coupled with heart and empathy is also very important. For the specific task at hand, there are two mantras which I feel will bode well for me. Number one, fortune favors the bold. And number two, failure is not an option. I think to stay competitive, we need to do three things. Number one, we need to continuously invest in data expansion. Number two, we need to continue to foster and nurture partnerships and alliances. And last and most importantly, we need to continue to stay close to our customer, listen to their needs, and pivot if need be. In terms of long-term impact, two things. I want to make CIBI a great place to work for and really transform it into employer of choice. Secondly, I want to build it as a formidable brand, recognized as a true catalyst for nation building. 3 words: excited, grateful, and ready. Team CIBI, are you ready?